amazing. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. And today, Ria is going to be hosting the conversation. But before Ria comes on, I just want you to, let everyone know as to what the format of the show is about. It's about real estate and mindset. Ria, she talks about real estate, and I talk about mindset. And together, her and I will bridge the gap so that you can achieve success. So, without further ado, my name is 𝗥𝗵𝗲.
My name is Ria,
And welcome to our show. Ria, I'm going to pass the mic to you.
Thank you, 𝗥𝗵𝗲. And today's topic is a continuation from the book of Robert Kiyosaki, Increase Our Financial IQ. And let me share my screen. All right, so today's topic is do it your way. As you are aware, Robert Kiyosaki is into real estate, and one of his books talks about increasing our financial IQ so we could invest in real estate. Now, this is the continuation of that book. So do it your way. This does not mean Robert is saying that we need to be an entrepreneur or a real estate investor. Robert is not telling us, me and you, to do what he does, either to be an entrepreneur, to be a businessman, or to be a real estate investor. As you are aware, Robert Kiyosaki and his team owns more than over 10,000 apartment units, or around that ballpark. What Robert Kiyosaki is saying is that he may want to consider a learning environment that improves our chances of winning financially. So finding our own environment and our own way to financial success. Now, for example, if we think we can become a pro golfer, then we obviously need to spend much more time at the golf course, engaging mirror neurons in our brain to learn with the best golfers we can find. There is a saying that we are the 5 people we hang out with. So if, just like in this example, so if you want to be a professional golfer, then you need to hang out with people who play golf and are excelling in golf. Because why? Your mirror neurons would start to mimic, model their behavior so that you can also be the best golfer that you can be. So the reason the discovery of mirror neurons in the brain is significant to Robert Kiyosaki is because ever since 1974, Robert has spent most of his time with entrepreneurs and real estate investors. Robert is constantly seeking opportunities to do business with great entrepreneurs. Okay, this is the example of his mirror neurons. So if he wants to be a great entrepreneur, he needs to seek out opportunities to do business with great entrepreneurs and real estate investors. And this is why Robert says, this is why writing a book, him and Donald Trump wrote a book in 2006, and this was important to Robert Kiyosaki. It was more than the book, according to Robert. It was working with Donald Trump, who is now the president of the United States, working with Donald Trump in 2006 was a great opportunity to learn via mirror neurons. Like again, model, mimic, and master. What you see is what you do. So it was a great opportunity for Robert to learn via the mirror neurons by spending time with an inspiring man, the president currently of the United States of America, President Donald Trump. So spending time with the president, at that time he was not the president, he was a great businessman, or he is a great businessman. Spending time with Donald Trump, his perspective on business, this is Robert's perspective on business, life, and the standard of living, change it to a whole new level. So my dear friends, this topic, do it your way, tells us, number one, there's two things that I learned from this topic. One is we are surrounded by 5 people. Look at your surrounding, you look at your environment, and whoever you're surrounded with, right, your mirror neurons would pick up on that. You model, you mimic, and you master what the other 5 people that surrounds you. So it is very important that we choose the people we hang out with. It is very important as to the environment we're focused, we're exposed. Second is that, just like with Robert, what he's saying here, you and us, we don't, need to be like him, who is a great businessman, who is a great business real estate investor. But you do it your way. So for example, if you want to be a great teacher, then you need to spend your time with 5 great teachers so you can model, mimic, and master your mirror neurons. If you want to be a great speaker, an orator, you need to spend 5 people who are great and excelling in speaking, in public speaking, right? So mirror neurons, environment. So let me know in the comment section below what is your one key takeaway is, and stay tuned for more of Alka and Ria show.
That's great, Ria. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. The question is always, who are you spending your time with, your quality time? So, when you spend your time around your environment has to be the key.
For sure. 5 people that we hang out with.
Exactly. That can really take you, to where you want to go. So, absolutely. This great sharing. And I think also, I think it's important to know as to like, okay, well, what does your life look like as to where you want to go and who can take you there, would you say?
Yes, that's correct. Now, I know that paying for mentors is very costly, right? We've paid for Grant Cardone to be our mentors in real estate. So the other 5 people that you can spend time with, it doesn't have to be one-on-one interaction with with a mentor that you looked up to. It can be through either reading their books, it can be listening to their podcasts, or, listening to their audibles. As long as you're reading their material, it doesn't have to be a one-on-one interaction. By reading their books, by listening to their podcasts or their audible books, right? That is already a comparable to having a face-to-face contact with your mentor that is enriching your mind, right? Your mirror neurons to model, mimic what your mentor is doing. So by doing those things, which are free, if you go to the library, or you can pay through, Audible, right? That is immersing in the environment in which you want to excel.
100%. Well, guys, you've heard it right there. Implement. Knowledge is power, but knowledge without power, without the implementation of what Ria is sharing and what I am sharing, without implementing on what you're learning. So, you're not going to get far. So implement. And thank you for everyone for tuning in for today's show. We appreciate you, and we will look forward to seeing you the same time come tomorrow morning. Make the rest of the day the best of your day, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.